Hey Tamzansi. Okay, listen. We normally focus on current politics here at SA Political Lens, but some stories, ne? You can't just scroll past them. You have to stop. You have to breathe, because this one shakes the bones.
Hi, John. This story is heavy, eh? Like, sit down properly heavy. I read it and I was like, no, man, this can't be real. But the more you read, the worse it gets.
Yeah. So, Mzansi, there's a new book out by retired judge Chris Nicholson. The book is called Who Really Killed Chris Hani? And inside that book are allegations that apartheid-era operatives may have deliberately spread HIV and AIDS among black South Africans.
Deliberately, John, not they didn't care, not they were slow to respond, but allegedly actively using HIV as a weapon. Sorry, let me breathe.
Exactly. The claim is that as apartheid was collapsing, as non-racial elections were becoming unavoidable, some people in power were panicking. They had two big fears: being put on trial for crimes against humanity and losing their wealth through economic redistribution.
Basically, what happens to us when democracy comes? That fear.
Yeah, and according to this book, some extremists started looking at biological warfare. The AIDS epidemic, which was emerging in the early 1980s, was seen as an opportunity.
An opportunity to reduce the black population. Imagine even thinking like that. That's not politics, that's evil.
And the book doesn't just throw vibes, ne? It pulls from apartheid documents, testimonies from former security operatives, academic research, even connections to global eugenics movements.
And that's the thing, when it's one source, you can dismiss it. But when it's documents, operatives, academics, TRC testimonies, then you must stop and listen.
One of the most disturbing parts is the involvement of Project Coast, the apartheid government's secret chemical and biological warfare program, led by Dr. Wouter Basson.
The same Basson we've heard about for years, the so-called Dr. Death.
Yes. According to academic research cited in the book, Project Coast allegedly explored ways to turn HIV into a sterility agent, specifically targeting black women to reduce birth rates.
No, man, that's not even apartheid anymore. That's genocide thinking.
And it gets worse. Former operatives claimed there were actual operational plans, not just lab research. One Dirty Tricks operative said he was asked to source HIV-infected blood.
For what purpose?
To allegedly infect people. Claims include HIV-positive Askaris being sent to have unprotected sex with women identified as activists, transit camps allegedly being targeted, sex workers in Hillbroy allegedly being deliberately infected to spread the virus further.
That explains something, eh? For years, people said AIDS hit black communities like a storm, and we were told it's just poverty, just lack of education. But if even part of this is true, then history needs to be rewritten.
Exactly. And Nicholson links this to long-standing rumors in communities, stories of a white doctor of death spreading AIDS, things people were mocked for believing.
They always say don't believe conspiracy theories, but sometimes conspiracies are just truths waiting for documents.
Even ANC intellectuals back then were suspicious. Chris Hani himself warned as early as 1990 that AIDS could destroy the dream of liberation if it wasn't taken seriously.
And now you realize he wasn't just worried about a disease, he might have been worried about a weapon.
And remember, Meki later warned Parliament that racism wasn't dead, quoting messages that literally hoped AIDS would kill black South Africans faster.
Which means this mindset didn't disappear overnight in '94. It lingered.
Mzansi, we're not saying every claim here has been tested in court, but we are saying this. These allegations are serious, detailed, and supported by people who were inside the system.
And if even half of this is true, then AIDS wasn't just a tragedy, it was a crime scene.
This is why truth matters. This is why history matters. And this is why some wounds in South Africa never healed, because the full truth was never faced.
Drop your thoughts in the comments, fam. We really want to hear what you think. This one needs conversation, not silence.
And if you value these deep dives, please like, share, and subscribe to SA Political Lens. We don't just talk politics, we connect the dots.
Gentle but firm. Stay woke, Mzansi. Some truths are uncomfortable, but they still need to be told.